Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm so excited for you to be here. If you are following from my previous video, thank you so much for coming back. I've loved having you on my Orangetheory fitness journey. Today I am super pumped because I am doing a video that I actually just thought to myself today, why have you not done this video? Because it is one of the most requested or most asked questions that I get when it comes to Orangetheory fitness, and that is a breakdown of every single day at Orangetheory. For those of you who know nothing about Orangetheory, are just hopping on now, or want to learn more about Orangetheory, I will post a video right above here. It is a coach Q&A with Coach Chelsea at my studio. That kind of breaks down what Orangetheory is, how it works, and what to expect. And then you can hop back over, watch this video. But if you want a little bit of a backstory, make sure you go and follow that link. Before I get started, I do want to let you guys know, if you are not already, please hop over and follow me on all my social media accounts. On Instagram and Twitter, it is just at JessArlene_. I will pop it right here on the screen. So make sure that you go over and do that. I would love to interact and get to know you guys more over there. So for those of you that have been following me or attend Orangetheory yourself, you know that Orangetheory is broken into different classes. Whether that is strength, endurance, or power, or a mix of a little bit of everything, you know that each of those days has certain workouts that you're going to be doing. One of the most incredible things about Orangetheory and how it differs a lot from other gyms is the fact that there are 365 exercises every single year. So you will never do the same exercise twice. While you may do one or two of the same exercises in a Tuesday class versus a Thursday class, you will never get the same entire mix-up, which is incredible. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of the different components of each day at Orangetheory Fitness. Again, you have strength, power, endurance, and then we also have days that are a little bit of everything, which are labeled ESP days, as well as specialty workouts. So starting with specialty workouts, obviously they are just what they say. They are very special workouts that happen once or twice a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. It just kind of depends on each studio, but there are different specialty workouts every single time that they do them. Orangetheory comes up with those, so really there's no breakdown of a specialty workout. It's just going to be a super special workout and something that has always been super fun. I've been a part of 3 specialty workouts at my Orangetheory studio, and I've loved every single one of them. So anytime that I know there's a specialty workout coming up, I always want to attend. One thing that I will say is that specialty workouts are sometimes advertised and sometimes they're not. One of the specialty workouts that I attended was the May the 4th Be With You. So that was on May 4th. It was last Saturday, and I was able to do that. Basically, they just broke the tread up into 4 sets of 4, as well as on the floor 4 sets of 4. But I've also been a part of a partner workout. So every single time it's going to be a little bit different. I did know about May the 4th Be With You, but I did not know what the workout was going to be. I just knew that it was a specialty workout. Next, we will hop on over to Strength Day. So I've talked a lot about Strength Day, and the fact that when it comes to Strength Day, there are going to be inclines on the treadmills. For those of you that power walk, you're going to be power walking at a much higher incline, and for those of you who jog or run, you're going to be at an incline. So if you do Orangetheory and you know anything about Orangetheory, you know that as a jogger or a runner, you always run on a 1% incline. At Orangetheory, 1% is flat road. If you go to 0, you're actually going downhill. So you're always at a 1%, but on those strength days, you're going to be hitting those inclines. Sometimes they're higher, sometimes they're lower. It really just depends. As a power walker, you know that you are always in an incline. So you're going to go a little bit higher, closer to like the 8, 9, 10 ranges. And then when you hit those all out paces, a lot of times you're going all the way up to like a 14 or a 15. So on strength days, you're going to have those inclines on the treadmills. I have actually never been a part of a strength day that there was not an incline on the treadmill. Sometimes it is an incline the entire time. Sometimes you have little spurts of inclines, and sometimes it's only one incline at the end. It really just depends. But if you've ever been a part of a strength day where there wasn't an incline, I need you to tell me where you go to work out when you did it, because your girl has never been a part of a strength day that didn't have inclines. On a strength day on the floor, you're going to be looking at heavier weights. So what that means is that the rep count is going to be a lot lower so that you can do those heavier weights. If you are looking into getting to that weightlifting, strength days are the best days to go because you're a lot more motivated and you're actually encouraged to lift heavier. Now, I will say, again, as I've said in all my other Orangetheory videos, you're going to get out of the workout what you put in it. So if you want to lift heavier weights on a normal day, you totally can do that. But like for me, I feel a lot more encouraged advantage to do it on a strength day because the rep count is lower, so I know that my body can handle it. There really isn't anything special that goes on the rower when it comes to strength day. I just noticed that sometimes we do have some of those all outs on the rowers, or it's actually mixed into the floor block, but mainly a strength day is going to focus on a lot of inclines on the treadmills and then heavier weightlifting on the floor, and that's kind of what you're looking at for your format when it comes to a strength day. Now, endurance day. I will say, guys, endurance day has slowly become my favorite day at Orangetheory. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I would be a runner, but I actually love endurance days because I'm able to run those longer spurts on the treadmill, and I'm able to get that longer distance. So if you were a cross country runner or you like running those longer distances, endurance day is definitely for you. So on an endurance day, your tread block is going to have longer blocks. So what that means is instead of running 30-second all outs, you may have a 3-minute push, whereas like on a strength day, you may have like a 30-second push and then a 30-second base and then a 30-second all out. On an endurance day, those blocks are going to be a little bit longer because you're working on your endurance. You're working on being able to go longer, and sometimes on endurance days, I've noticed lately that we've been doing a lot of base paces, but trying to keep that base pace or a little bit above that base pace for a longer period of time. Mainly it is consisting of like 2 to 3 minute pushes, and you're only having like 1 to 2 all outs. No inclines normally. Normally it is just those longer blocks when it comes to the treadmill. Now on the floor, you're doing basically the exact same thing, but your rep count is higher. So whether you are doing bicep curls or you are doing TRX straps, whatever you're doing, it is just basic weight floor lifting, but you're gonna do it at a longer rep count. So instead of doing maybe a 5 rep count, they bump it up to like a 10 or a 20 rep count. And then you are also going to normally be hopping over to those rowers. So you're going to be doing your rep count here, going to the rowers for a distance, and then coming back to the floor at a non-stop pace. You're just trying to keep yourself. I've noticed a lot recently that endurance days have become like one big block on the floor. So you may have a 23-minute block on the floor with 6 different exercises, and in each of those exercises your rep count goes higher. So you're working on being able to do more for a longer period of time. I again will say that endurance days have slowly become my favorites. I can normally get in like 2 to 2.3 miles on an endurance day on the treadmill, which is incredible, and I've noticed that my body is getting a lot more used to running those longer blocks. So on an endurance day, we're going to be looking at longer blocks on the treadmills with longer pushes, and normally shorter all outs, and then we're going to be looking at the floor, which is going to be longer rep counts and sometimes an entire block for that entire time on the floor. Now I will talk about power day, guys. Power day is a lot of people's favorite days, and I will say I do love it, but recently the all outs have been killer, guys. So on a power day, you're really working towards those powerful movements. On the treadmill, you're normally having anywhere from like a 30-second to a minute push, then you're going down to your base, and then you're doing a 30-second all out or a minute all out. You're focusing a lot on those all outs on those power days because you want to get those fast and powerful movements. So if you are an all out runner and you love to sprint, power days are your day. So again, on those treads, you're going to be having those normally more all outs, and you're going to be having those kind of shorter pushes and shorter base paces, kind of letting you get up into the orange zone and the push pace, bring yourself back down to the green zone during your base pace, and then really pushing it and doing that powerful movement in your all out to get yourself up to that orange and red zone. When it comes to the floor, you're doing a lot of powerful movements. A lot of times we do a lot of stuff with TRX straps. We're doing a lot of like jumping lunges. Again, I'm not super great with terms, but a lot of powerful movements. So a lot of jumps, a lot of hops, things with the benches where we're going up and back down, up and back down. You're searching for those powerful movements, and then you're also doing stuff on the rower as well. A lot of times those are the days that you are going to have maybe those 30-second all outs on the rower. One day we did have the 30-second all outs on the rower on a power day, and that is to get that powerful movement. So you're going to be doing that 30-second all out, getting a time to rest, 30-second all out, getting time to rest, so that your body can continue to go in that powerful state. So on a power day, you're looking at that kind of shorter push pace, then you're getting a time to rest in that base pace, and then you're powering up into that all out pace to get into that orange and red zone. And normally it's just a continuous cycle like that. Search for those all outs on those power days because that's normally what you're going to be getting. Now on the floor, you're going to be doing those powerful movements, lots of stuff on the rower, sometimes 30-second all outs, Sometimes you actually do like timed rows. So look for those on the floor because that's what you're going to be expecting when you're doing a power day, is very powerful movements. Lastly, I'll talk about ESP day. That is when you're doing endurance, strength, and power all in one. I actually really love that. Normally that breaks it down to 3 different blocks, 3 on the tread, 3 on the floor. So you're having an endurance block, a strength block, and a power block. So you're doing a longer block for that first one, then you're doing that strength at the incline, and then you're doing those powerful movements on the third one, as well as on the floor. You're doing that longer block first, then you're doing heavier weight in that second block, and then those powerful movements in the third block. Like I said in the beginning, I have slowly become to love endurance days. I dreaded them at the beginning of Orangetheory because I just didn't know that I could do them, but I've slowly realized that my body can handle it. I'm becoming a lot more fit. My body is becoming healthier. It's becoming more in shape, and I'm able to run for a longer distance. I'm able to take a couple more days off than normal and come back and not feel like I'm going to die. So I know that it is helping, and endurance day, I search for it. I search for endurance day when I go during the week because I have loved it so much here recently. If you do Orangetheory, I would love to know in the comments below what your favorite day is. Do you love endurance? Do you love strength? Do you love power? Do you love those days when it's all 3, or do you really enjoy those specialty workouts? Also, comment down below why. Why do you love those days? Do you like to lift heavier weights? Do you like to run longer? Do you love those powerful movements? What about that day gets you motivated and gets you excited to work out? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure if you haven't already that you go over and follow me on my social media accounts. I've loved having you guys here. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Never forget to subscribe down below and hit that bell notification so you get notified of all my future uploads. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is. I hope that you're having a fantastic one, and I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.
On my shoulders, they're fighting over who